Hey, it's Arie here. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 ways you could make money on Fiverr.com. So if you are looking to become a freelancer on Fiverr.com and you're looking for different ways of making money on this platform, in this video, I'm going to be going over what I believe are the top 5 gigs that you could start offering if you are either a complete beginner or if you're looking for something that is rather in high demand, which these 5 gigs that I've chosen are in rather high demand, and you can make some pretty good money with them. So I'm really excited for this video. Before I really dive into it, this is the first video you're seeing on this channel. I am always putting out content about how to do affiliate marketing, how to grow a business online, different ways of making money on the internet. So if that is a thing that interests you and you want to learn more, definitely be sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't done so already, and tick the bell icon to be notified of all the new videos that I post here. But without further ado, let's get right into things. So the very first one that I want to mention here is known as SEO, or rather what it stands for is search engine optimization. If you aren't sure what search engine optimization is, it's pretty much, like what websites and, like YouTube channels do to get their, their articles, or their videos to, of course, rank better in the search engine. Pretty much what it entails is you are doing keyword research and you are finding search phrases that people are of course looking up that they have high search volume but lower competition, so that this way new websites that target keywords with like high search volume with minimal competitor competition, then it's much easier for them to rank their content. And if you are creating lots of content consistently, whether it's on a website or a YouTube channel, you want to be targeting the right keywords very well. The better you are at doing keyword research, then the more your content will rank in the search engine. So a lot of these website owners, a lot of YouTubers that are just starting, they may not have they may not be the best when it comes to finding the right keywords. And if you are someone that is rather knowledgeable about doing keyword research, and you know how to actually get how to get like websites to rank better, then that's definitely something that you could offer as a service right here. And to give you an idea, if I scroll down a bit here, you can see here people are charging, this guy right here is charging $150 for the service right here. I will do research and provide 1,000 profitable keywords. Looks like he's charging a little low for that. I probably wouldn't charge like $10 for that. But if I scroll down a bit more, like there's someone. I will create a full SEO campaign for your website, $75. I will be your outreach whitehead XP SEO expert, so he's charging $700 for that. I will do on-page SEO optimizations, so $150. So it's primarily doing like keyword research, but there's also like a few other things like that you could do to help others with their websites to, of course, get their content to rank better. And remember this, any company that has a website and they're putting out content, or even if it's like on a YouTube channel, they are always looking for ways to grow their following. They want to get more customers in the door, and one of the best ways to really do that is by doing search engine optimization. That's some of the best high quality traffic that you can get in the long term. Is if someone searches up a particular phrase and they find your business, or like a video that you put out, or some form of content, where it is exactly what they're looking for. And then if they want to learn more, then you could they could recommend like a product or some sort of upsell to them, some sort of service. But that is really the first one that I want to go over here is search engine optimization. So if you have experience with search engine optimization, then that's definitely something that you could offer on Fiverr.com. But the next one I want to go over is actually doing voiceover. So voiceover is something that is actually in very high demand because people are always looking for different voices to either record like an ad for them, or maybe they aren't fully comfortable with sharing their own voice, and they'd rather have someone that has a rich quality voice. So if you have a good voice that you could, of course, offer to as a service, whether it's your own voice, or maybe you put on like a funny accent or something like that, then that is something that you could provide on Fiverr.com. And as you can see here, I mean, I will record a youthful millennial American male voiceover for starting at $100. So at the very minimum, he's charging $100 per like 100 words or something like that. I'll record a professional German voiceover professional studio. If I scroll down a bit more, I'll find, plenty more of other ones out here. But as you can see here, this is a very high, like in-demand service. But to get like an idea, I want to see like, okay, I'll record a British English female voiceover. I want to see what this sounds like actually. So I can click on, one of these profiles and I could actually listen to a sample of their voice to kind of, get a better idea of, what it would sound like. If I scroll down a bit more here, I could, click on this play button here, and it'll play a bit of her voice right there. So let's play that. It's loading up a second there. I'm going to let that load
Hello,
up.
I'm Ione. I'm a professional actress working in television, film, commercials. I'm a host and presenter, and I've many
Nice.
experience working in voiceover.
So it looks like she's been doing this for quite a while now. But if I scroll up, it looks like she's charging, let me move my face a bit here so I can scroll up better. So it looks like she's charging about, $50 for like 100 words or something like that. And if I do like, let's say like, 500 words, it would be like $210. So, you could say, I'm pretty sure that you could speak 500 words, within like a minute or two, or maybe like, like a few minutes or something like that. So that is pretty good money just by, selling your voice actually. And I recently did another video about like a few other sites that you could of course sell your voice on. So if you want to check that out, I will include a card at this point, somewhere above the video if you want to check that out for yourself. But that's the second one that you could of course offer as a service on Fiverr.com. The third one that I want to mention is actually by being a website builder. If you have any experience with building websites, if you consider yourself to be, somewhat, knowledgeable about building websites, this is definitely something that you could offer as a service, and there is a very great earning potential with. So think of it this way: anyone who's looking to build any sort of business, whether they're looking to build an online brand, maybe they've got a local business and they want to get, more customers in the door. Well, having a website is definitely something that will really help, a whole lot in the long term, because people can, anyone can pretty much, search up on their phone nowadays. They can look up on Google, about the business, and if they don't have a website listed, well, then they're kind of hurting themselves in the long term. So having a website where people can visit it, they could learn more about the business, is definitely a great way to, get more customers in the door. And a lot of these business owners, they may not have, time to really build out a website themselves. They may not exactly know, the best way to really go about it. So there's tons of people on Fiverr.com that are offering this service. Like, I will design or redesign your website with Webflow, which would cost like, $130 right there. And, I will create a professional Weebly website for you for $90. If I scroll down a bit more, I will design a Squarespace website, $120. Here's one for $300. I will design a beautiful Squarespace website. So as you can see, there's a ton of people actually charging well over $100. And as you can see here, if you look under the name, there are people actually buying the service. So this one for $300 right here has over 300, positive ratings, or I believe most of them are rather positive. And, it kind of gives you like a preview in terms of like what the websites look like. So this is something that is in very high demand. And if you are rather knowledgeable about building websites, or even if you have, little to no experience when it comes to building websites, there are video tutorials on YouTube that will actually show you how to build up a website within like, 30 minutes to an hour. I mean, if you look up how to build a WordPress website, you'll find plenty of videos that will show you how to build up a website really quickly, and you can learn how to do that. You can, gain some experience. Maybe you could try building one yourself, and then you could offer it as a service on Fiverr.com. So very great way to start earning some income on Fiverr.com. But next one kind of goes along with it. It is, actually, where is it? Hold on a second. So the next one that I want to mention is actually mobile apps. So it's actually creating, apps, and a lot of, business owners, a lot of website owners, since, more and more people are, of course, using, the internet on their phone, they want to have not only a website that is mobile friendly, but having a mobile app is just much more convenient. People, they download the app from their app store or their Google Play Store, and they have it right on their phone. They could easily access the website right there through their phone. So having a mobile app is very ideal in the long term as well. It's something that, like Amazon has their mobile app. Anyone can go on their phone and order, from Amazon.com. Same with eBay. Same with a lot of other online shops, but having a mobile app is a great way to start making money on Fiverr. You could offer this as a service. There's people charging, $50, 95, 100. And as you can see, this is definitely something that, much like with websites, you could offer this as a service. And again, even if you don't consider yourself knowledgeable about this, it's something that you could still look up into YouTube. You could find video tutorials that will show you how to do it. In fact, I think I have it pulled up here. If you search up how to build a mobile app, you'll find videos that will show you within 20 minutes or something like that. Create your first app for free in under 10 minutes. So there's plenty of ways you can learn this yourself if you aren't, if you don't have, some experience, but this is a great way in how you could, get started with making money on Fiverr. So those are the first 4 that I mentioned, and there's one more that I want to go over. And this last one that I want to mention is what allowed me to make my very first $400 online. In fact, if I go over to this page right here, as you can see here, I made almost $400 by offering this exact service, which I'm going to be showing you right now. But before I really mention this last one, I want to say that this is something that I believe pretty much anyone can do to start earning some income online. And even if you aren't, say like an expert at this, even if you don't have, the best, most high quality equipment, then it's still something that you could, of course, do to start generating some income online. So it will require you to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. But as long as you're willing to do that, then there is some really good, earning potential with this. So the 5th one that I want to mention is actually, if I scroll up to the top, it is under video and animation. It is spokesperson videos. Now, the reason why this is in such high demand is because a lot of businesses, a lot of new online shops, they are looking to build trust with their audience. Now, since with everything being online nowadays, it's very easy to get scammed. A lot of people are often skeptical about everything. They don't want to take chances with any new company. And a lot of these new companies, because of that, they're looking for people to record a video, pretty much reading a script on camera, giving them, positive feedback, to, of course, help their brand. And that is what, that's what a lot of spokesperson, videos are for, is they help, build trust with their, their audience, their customers that, come in the door. And this is something that, new businesses, they're constantly looking for new people. So even if you are completely brand new, even if you aren't the most confident on camera, even if you don't have some fancy video editing software, and like in my case, like all I had when I first started doing this was literally just my phone and my laptop. That's pretty much all I had. But all I did was, whenever I would, I put up the gig, of course, and then whenever I got a order, whenever someone ordered my gig, I had the script on my PC. I would get my phone out like this, and I would read the script on camera. And I would kind of have, the script right behind me, right behind the phone, so I can kind of see it as I'm reading if I forget something. But I would do my best to keep my eyes, focused on the lens right here. And then I would submit the work. They'd be happy with it. I would get the commission. And this is something I did to make, as I mentioned, almost $400 on Fiverr.com. Actually, a little more, but I spent 5 of that on something off of Fiverr.com. But I did this as a complete beginner, no experience prior to that. I didn't have any fancy video editing software. I did not have a good quality mic. The videos were not were not that great, to be honest. Unfortunately, I don't have access to them anymore since I unfortunately took the gig down. But this is something that I did that allowed me to generate my very first $400 online. So I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Leave your feedback in the comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this. Let me know if you plan on actually offering any of these services, or if you have any experience with these. If you have any questions at all, you could always ask them in the comments as well. But if you want to learn how to build something that will support you much more in the long term, if you want to learn how to create a passive income where you could be working on your own terms and still getting paid, while you're out doing other things, then the very first link in the description will give you access to my free training I put together. It's a free 4-day training, and that really goes over how to really build a long-term business online, through the concept of affiliate marketing. But not just affiliate marketing, you could pretty much build almost any business with that anyway. But primarily it's for affiliate marketing, if you want to do affiliate marketing, which is what I highly recommend. then that free training will show you how to really build a long-term business through that entire concept. So be sure to check out that free training there. But anyways, I hope you found this video helpful, and take care.